Hi, my name is Keela Williams. This is Keela Williams recording my journal entry for week 3 of class. My life stressor score definitely didn't surprise me. I got just over 350. I just got married. I work full time with 30 other women and am going to school, so I did kind of expect a higher number in a way with all of that going on. Major stressors that impact my wellness. Obviously, getting married was a major stressor, but in a good way, obviously. We are happily married now. Everything's been fantastic. But now I'm going through the name change process and all of that paperwork and the time commitment that, of course, takes. Also, my mom and my stepdad did just get divorced, so that was kind of a big one for me, happening just before my wedding. And he was pretty much the best father figure I had in my life. I am trying to reconnect with my father. So that's definitely an added stressor as well, but having that happen just before my wedding was unfortunate because there was no father-daughter dance at my wedding, so that was kind of hard. Also, my stepmother wore white to my wedding, so that's a whole other thing. Other stressor that I have would definitely be work. I work with so many women. They don't always necessarily do their job the way that they're supposed to, and that's expected of them. So a lot of times me and the couple of other girls that are in my department kind of end up playing catch up for everyone else that clearly can't be trusted to do their job the way that they're supposed to. So we've got to kind of help them out in that sense. The dimensions of wellness that are impacted by stress, I think that all 7 dimensions of wellness are definitely affected by stress, but most notably I think physical, emotional, social, and even spiritual wellness are the most affected by stress. The relaxation techniques that I've tried have been pretty numerous. I practice deep breathing on a pretty regular basis to calm me down on a quicker time frame. I've also tried meditation before bed. I'm someone who's educated about our bodies and the chakras, and so I try to focus on opening one chakra at a time during my meditations. I do mainly focus on the 4th and the 5th chakras, though, because they are closely linked to anxiety, and I'm a pretty anxious person, so I definitely want to focus on what I know is going to help me the most immediately. Progressive muscle relaxation is also something that I have tried and does sometimes work really well. This really helps me, especially before going to bed, to shut my brain off and kind of focus on something while I'm trying to fall asleep. Working at a salon and spa, massage therapy is always an option for me, but when I do get massages, I end up talking to the girls about work or something that's not necessarily very relaxing, so I rarely go that route to de-stress. Also for me, music and humor are really great tools if I've got the time. I find that classical music really calms me down pretty quickly, and I usually have a classical radio station on in the car to keep the road rage at a minimum. And it's also, giving me some worldly experience, I suppose. Watching comedies is also really nice too if I have the time to waste. I am very good with time management already, though, so I know how much that can help the busy, stressed person out. And lastly, exercise is a really great outlet for anxiety. Going for runs has really helped me. It kind of gets out the anxious jitters and the emotion that stress kind of keeps bottled up. Relaxation techniques that I've tried, I do already try on a pretty regular basis, and they do really help me a lot. Some of my coworkers often wonder why I'm not more stressed, and all I can say is that I just kind of suck it up and deal with it. There's no sense in complaining when I know what to do to kind of fix the problem, but there's nothing I can do to prevent the problem from happening, really. The health risks and diseases that are associated with the stress are numerous. The brain and the immune system react to stress in many different ways. Separately, they're not necessarily bad, but if combined and for long periods of time, it can result in illnesses and tension headaches. Blood pressure can also be increased by stressors, and that will cause hypertension. Your autonomic nervous system can also employ the sympathetic or parasympathetic divisions within it as a reaction to stress. 2 strategies that effectively deal with the stress that I would consider using weekly, and that I do already actually use weekly, would be exercise and calming music and or meditation. They both really give me the most bang for the amount of time that I can allot to them, and I know that they are going to be effective. So I do try to make sure I go for a run a couple of times a week, and I've always got that classical music on to keep me kind of even keel.